Good afternoon, DY. I'm Ava DeBreo.
And I'm Molly Young. Welcome to the Dolphin News.
To start things off, we go to our principal, Mrs. Bennett, for a bit from Bennett.
Good afternoon, DY. I'd like to remind students that there are 3 opportunities for students to share their student voice here at DY. The first is to become one of the 2 student representatives on the high school's school council. This group is made up of teachers, parents, community members, and students. The main responsibility is to review the high school handbook and suggest annual edits. The second group is the high school's Student Advisory Council. This council is made up of a diverse group of students that meet once a month with the principal to discuss topics to improve a student's experience at DY. The third group is the Multilingual Student Advisory Council. This group is made up of multilingual learners and also meets once a month with the principal to discuss ways to improve the experience of multilingual learners here at DY. All 3 of these demonstrate ways to make your individual voice heard and to make a difference in the culture of the high school. So don't hesitate and don't be shy. Step forward and join the conversation. You can show your interest by filling out the Google Forms posted to the Lagoon. Next week is Teacher Appreciation Week and Nurses Appreciation Week. We have special events planned by our Parent Advisory Council to show our appreciation and hope that you can show your appreciation as well. I want to close with a shout out to the cast and crew of the High School Musical. I hope the entire student body has a chance to check it out. To the cast, break a leg and good luck. Have a great weekend. Back to you, Molly and Ava.
Thank you. As Mrs. Bennett told you, this year's musical, fittingly titled High School Musical, opens tonight and runs through Sunday afternoon.
When a brainiac and a jock decide to audition for the school musical, it upsets the status quo of cliques and things get messy. Come to hear crowd favorite classic songs like Stick to the Status Quo, Breaking Free, We're All in This Together, and more.
The shows are Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m. and Sunday at 2 p.m. in the high school auditorium. Doors open 30 minutes before showtime. The show runs approximately 2 hours with a 15-minute intermission.
Tickets are $7 for students and seniors and $12 for adults. It may be purchased at the door or online by scanning the QR code on the flyer. We've worked so hard on the show and are so proud of all the new kids that have joined the theater program. The cast is fired up for opening night. Please come and support the DY Theater program this weekend, and we hope to see you all there.
Ava, who's singing What I've Been Looking For? It's one of my favorites.
You should go and find out.
That's sung by one of the leads, right?
You're gonna go and you're gonna find out.
I think it's sung by Sharpay, the real diva character. Who's playing Sharpay?
You're just gonna have to find out.
Just between you and me. Is it you?
And now we go to Dom for our sports news.
Thank you, Sharpay. Good afternoon, Dolphins. Here's what's happening this week in Dolphin sports. Today's boys varsity baseball will face Barnstable at 4 p.m. at Barnstable High, and girls varsity softball takes on Barnstable at home, also at 4 p.m. On Monday, May 5th, boys varsity tennis plays Rising Tide at 4 p.m. Tuesday, May 6th, girls varsity golf hosts Monomoy at 3:30 p.m. On Tuesday, May 6th, girls varsity lacrosse will play Monomoy at home, while boys travel to Monomoy. Both games will be at 4 p.m. Finally, on the same Tuesday, both boys and girls varsity track will compete at Falmouth at 3:30 p.m. Back to you, Molly and Ava.
Thanks, Dom. Class officer elections are right around the corner and will be held on May 16th. If you'd like to share your voice, represent your classmates, and become a leader in the school, this is your chance.
A Google form will be released in the Lagoon early next week, so make sure you sign up. If you have any questions, please see Mr. Blake.
The Wednesday right before break was an amazing day for the DY band program. Our high school band students took a short walk over to the middle school to rehearse and perform alongside the middle school band students.
While playing band instruments may seem like an everyday routine for many DY students, the act of creating music together is actually a profound experience. Dozens of individual musicians playing a variety of instruments had to sync up in rhythm and tempo.
Together, they worked toward a shared goal, creating a single piece of music. This seemingly simple act required teamwork, careful listening, and nonverbal communication. And because of that spirit of cooperation sparked by the music, high schoolers then had the chance to connect with the younger students and talk about what makes DY such a great place to be.
After about an hour of rehearsal, they put on a fun and energetic concert for several 4th to 7th grade classes. From music and sports to academics and school spirit, that day was a powerful reminder of the strong sense of community that exists in the DY community. Oh, sorry. Now it's time for our DY moment of culture. Let's go to Nyasha.
Thank you, Ava. As we step into May, we're also marking an important occasion, Mental Health Awareness Month. Mental well-being is essential to our overall health, and this month is a reminder to support one another, have conversations, and continue to break the stigma around mental health. It's a chance to recognize that mental health is just as vital as physical health, and that asking for help when you need it is a sign of strength, not weakness. Let's be honest, no matter how well we may hide it, everyone struggles with their mental health at times. In fact, about 50% of American adults will experience a mental health condition requiring treatment at some point in their lives. In other words, even when we feel most alone, we're all in this together. So throughout May, let's make a conscious effort to check in on ourselves and others, whether it's reaching out to a friend, taking a moment of self-care, or simply listening when somebody needs someone to talk to. Every small act can make a meaningful difference. For many, just knowing that someone cares can be life-changing. And if you're struggling, remember, you're not alone. Support is always available. We have some homegrown support right here at DY, the DY Hope Squad. Every Friday at DY is High Five Friday, so let's see how far we can pass those high fives before the 2:04 bell today. Thank you, Molly and Ava.
Thank you, Nyasha. And just a reminder, you can follow the DY Hope Squad on Instagram at DY Hope Squad.
All right, it's time for our DY Student of the Week, who will receive a free sub from Jersey Mike's. This student is described as kind and encouraging to her peers and classmates. In class, she's a strong participant, gets her work done, and doesn't hesitate to help others if needed.
This student has been a high achiever, but it's not just her own grades that she's concerned with. She's the first one to lend a hand if needed, and she treats those around her, both students and teachers, with respect. This
week's DY Student of the Week, as nominated by Miss Wise, is Kylie Rodricks. Kylie, thank you for making Miss Wise's classroom a better place to teach in. To receive your free sub, please see Mr. Wynnum in room 414.
And now we go to Kenzie with our weekend weather update.
Thank you, Molly. This weekend is going to have some of the highest temperatures we've had all week, but for the remainder of the day, it is going to be in the mid to low 60s with windy conditions, with wind speeds up to 25 miles per hour in the afternoon. Saturday is going to have a low of 55 degrees, followed by a surprising high of 66 degrees around 1:30 p.m. There'll be partly cloudy skies throughout the duration of the day, with winds up to 32 miles per hour on top of that. On Sunday, there will be another high of 66 degrees around noon with, again, a low of 55 degrees by midnight. Unlike Saturday, Sunday will consist of cloudy skies for the entirety of the day with winds as low as 7 miles per hour in the early evening hours. Have a good weekend, DY. Back to you, Molly and Ava.
Thanks, Kenzie. We have one more important bit of news before we close out today. It is with great pride that we announce that our very own Mrs. Stephanie Riley has been elected as president of the Massachusetts Music Educators Association.
This prestigious honor not only recognizes Miss Riley's outstanding leadership and dedication to music education at DY, but also marks a significant milestone for DY. With her election, we know we will have a strong voice representing both Dennis Yarmouth and Cape Cod at the state level. Congratulations, Mrs. Riley.
All right, that's all we have for today. Thank you for watching and have a great day in Dolphinland, DY.